dear Sagittarius. Welcome to Lucy the Antigua Tarot. My name's Lucy, and I am here to do your reading for the month of June 2016. So let's take a look. All right, my dear Sagittarius, welcome. Here is your 9-card spread with your center, which is the Four of Pentacles, and this is you guys right here. And the cards around your center are energies that are influencing you or in your life right now. And you're starting out with the 9 of Wands right up here. This is your 9 of Wands. Okay, that's the energy that's coming into your reading. The first 3 cards are the cards that crown your reading. This is your center, and then the bottom cards are like a new foundation, or the foundation going on for the month of June. This is a general reading, okay? And then the second card that you have is the 10 of Pentacles. And then after the 10 of Pentacles, you have the Knight of Swords. Beautiful card. Very dynamic. One of the most dynamic cards in the tarot, in my opinion. And then at your center, you have your center, which is the Four of Pentacles. And on each side, you have 2 kings, the King of Swords and the King of Cups. Really beautiful. Absolutely fantastic. And then at the bottom of your reading, which would be perhaps maybe your foundation, you do have the 5 of Cups. Okay, oops, sorry. Put it a little bit this way. And then you have the Wheel of Fortune. And you've probably noticed that the cards are in Spanish. It's the King of Swords, Rey de Espadas, and La Rueda de la Fortuna, the Wheel of Fortune. And then we have Rey de Copas. And then we have here Caballero de Espadas. They have caballo there, which means horse, but I think that they did that because they couldn't fit caballero. Excuse me. So the reason why they have the Spanish titles on them for the major arcanas and the court cards is because I did buy this deck in Latin America, and I really like it because it does have those Spanish titles. So you have the Wheel of Fortune, and then leaving your reading the 2 of Cups. It's a very beautiful card also, the 2 of Cups. Okay, my dear Sagittarius, that is your reading for the month of June. So let's talk about your center. Let's start with your center, which is the 4 of Pentacles. This card right here. It's your 4 of Pentacles. Okay, and this card is talking about withholding. It's talking about access being denied, conservation, and cleanliness. So material resources are on hold. Therefore, they are on hold for you, or you might be holding them for somebody else. And they're making you to be on hold, if we want to say it that way. So possibly could be conserving, cutting back, or cutting back on your resources, not spending, not lending or sharing. Okay, that's what this card also means. You might be feeling that you don't have yeah, you might be feeling that you just don't have the resources to be sharing. Or it could be the emotional. It could be emotional. You know, this is a general reading. So, so because perhaps you are denying access, yeah, denying access, or access is being denied to you. Um, so if that is the case, and then if there are any messages that you're sending out or that are being sent in, they're not being accessed. Okay, does that make sense? So that means maybe somebody's sending you messages and you're just not dealing with them, or you are sending messages out and they're not answering you back. So the challenge here is that you might be withholding a little bit too much. You might be emotionally unavailable, or you might be going through a phase. Um, yeah, okay. You might be going through a phase where you're just sharing just a little bit, but not, just being really tight, really inaccessible. And this card is telling you that you really need to stop doing that. You need to stop withholding emotionally or withholding too much information because it's making you inaccessible. As you close in on yourself, the relationship is closing in on itself also. So it could be related to a relationship, okay? Any kind of a relationship, perhaps. This is a general reading. Okay, so um, yeah, you might be making yourself inaccessible or feeling that way. You might be feeling trapped in a relationship because of it, and you can't seem to find a way out, or maybe um, having difficulty finding a way to open the relationship up again. Okay, so that's what this card is telling you. So I would say that the most important thing here, the most important phrase or word is access denied, or denying access. Okay, and this is at your center. This energy is here at your center. And what's coming in is the Nine of Wands. And this is another pretty important card in your reading, my dear Sagittarius, because it's about defending yourself, protecting yourself, and being ready for anything that might come in that, you know, could disrupt yourself. Any blows. Take care of things that need attention, and do this yourself. Don't depend on somebody else to do it for you. You may need to defend your ideas on your character. This what this card also means. So perhaps you need to start defending yourself. Stop depending on somebody else to come in and save you, and defending yourself in a form that's adequate for you. You might need to figure out what that is. And that's what this card is saying. And so I do believe these two cards are highly related. The Four of Pentacles, which is at your center. I'm going to put these away a little bit so we can just focus on these two. These two cards are definitely related. And perhaps you are feeling, that you don't want to give access of people to come into your emotional personal life right now, because you're having to do this and things get complicated when this is being done. Things might be a bit complicated for you right now, and that is why you're getting these cards. But then you have this beautiful Ten of Pentacles, and this is a card of stability. You've got 10 Pentacles, which are stability in terms of financial resources, and the pentacles are floating all over this card, which means that there's probably enough resources for everyone in your life. But this card is telling you that it's time to make a decision. It's time to make a decision and to not give up. and that there might be an opportunity right in front of you right now and to take advantage of it. And that's what this card is saying. Okay. So you do need to make a decision. And again, I do believe here these three right here. Yeah. You're defending yourself and you're probably going to have to make some changes, you know, but you're not expressing what's going on. You're kind of keeping yourself closed off, I believe. But it's interesting because here you have the Wheel of Fortune. So you're crowning you're being crowned by the Ten of Pentacles, where you need to make a decision. Here you're denying access or having access denied to you. And then here you have the Wheel of Fortune, but I think it's more you might be denying access. Maybe, perhaps. Again, this is a general reading, but you do have this card, the Wheel of Fortune. It's your only major arcana in your reading. And this card is saying that if you are taking a risk, to make sure that you look at all the details. Okay, look at all the details. If you're taking a risk, look at all the details. And it's saying that change does need to happen, so take that leap. And in regards to love, it's saying that now is the time to reevaluate. To reevaluate. Very interesting. Beautiful reading. Yeah. In terms of relationship, reevaluate and refocus your relationship. And that resisting change will make you sick. So not to resist change. And if you feel trapped, to seek guidance. And you do have, I'll tell you, the court cards, and you have 3 of them. The court cards usually represent somebody you know. So if you need to seek guidance, you have here 2 kings, hand in hand to your center card, who might be able to give you some guidance in whatever change needs to happen, and in helping you become more accessible, more available, and to help you through this having to defend yourself all the time, your character. This card could also mean maybe there's some kind of a conflict going on, and it could be in relation to it could be related to a relationship, from what the cards are saying. And it is telling you here it's time to make a decision. So there's a lot of important things happening for you this month. Okay. So then crowning you, you have the 9 of Wands, the 10 of Pentacles, and then you have the Knight of Swords. And this is a very dynamic card. I would say it's one of the most dynamic cards in the tarot. And it could represent a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or anybody who has the characteristics of this person. So this is all about working or fighting for a cause, firm beliefs, determined and energetic, exact. This person is exact in their focus. For them, the idea is getting the job done right the first time. Very, very focused energy. Perhaps you know somebody who's like that, or maybe it's you. So the mood of this card is all about determination and heroism. This is a person who is out to defend a cause or a person. to complete the quest. Save the day. Um, Here comes the train. I live really close to train tracks. And this train goes, I live in a kind of touristy town by the ocean, and this train comes down from the mountains with tourists and takes them down to the beach and then picks them up 2 hours later and takes them back up to the mountains, and they go right in front of my house. And it is Labor Day weekend, so anyway, so this is a person who is out to defend a cause or a person, complete a quest, save the day. Also, this person, this is someone who is extremely proud of the work that they do, and they believe in it to the fullest. Very focused with what they decide to do. So, what is this card telling you? Well, you do need to make some decisions, and you need to focus on the details and see exactly what's going on around you. Change needs to happen. Make sure that you look at all the details. And you are having the need to defend yourself. Seek counseling. You're getting all these messages here. And here it's telling you with the Knight of Swords that you must rise to the challenge. Okay? Heed the call, as they say. Fear no evil and fear no conflict. Just rise to the challenge of the changes that need to take place. Change is necessary. It's telling you here. So, yeah, that's what's going on with this reading. And then you have the King of... oh, wait a minute. This card is also telling you, my goodness. Yeah. No, let's look at the King of Swords, because I think this one pretty much covers it. And oh no, I know what I wanted to say. These three cards up here are crowning your reading, okay? This is the energy that's coming in. And then here at the center you have these two kings, the King of Swords and the King of Cups. So we're going to be talking about the King of Swords first. And this is also a sign of Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or somebody that you know that has those characteristics. Okay, so this is a person or a man who's extremely intelligent by nature, and he does choose specific areas of study specific areas of study. And once he decides he wants to study something, he will study it thoroughly. He is an expert in whatever field he chooses, because he studies so profoundly in the different areas that he likes. Okay, but this king is very impartial. He's extremely impartial, which is a good thing to have if you're seeking advice. The cards are telling you here to seek advice. Well, this is a good energy, because they will be impartial. They will not judge you. This king is also very good when it comes to checking the facts. He's also well versed in politics, world religion, world culture, or whatever other topic he might choose to study in depth. This is someone who is extremely passionate about knowledge, and he's always looking to know more. And he's also he can be very supportive, very intelligent. He is a little bit antisocial, but once you get him talking about the things that he likes to talk about, he's there. So the mood here is a need to be honest, direct, and articulate. This king is all about not just judging people on how they say something or what they do, but it's also about looking at their overall presence. Okay, he can This king can psychoanalyze almost anyone with accuracy, so a really good advisor to turn to for sure. If you might know somebody like that. Usually there's somebody who's older, who's been around the block a bunch of times, who knows the ins and outs of life. So, what should you do with this energy? Look at your surroundings clearly and objectively. Very similar to what it's telling you here. With the Wheel of Fortune. Make sure that you look at all of the details if you're going to take a risk. Well, that's what this is saying too. Look at your surroundings clearly and objectively. Make sure that you pay attention to every detail. It's also saying to check your memory. Make sure that you actually remember this moment, this month of June, or this time right now, this situation that you're going through right now, because this is going to be a lesson that you are going to learn, and it's going to be with you for a very long time. So that's really important. It's a big deal, my dear Sagittarius. Okay, but then you have the King of Cups on the other side of your center, and this King of Cups is can be either a Scorpio, a Pisces, or a Cancer, because cups are water, and he's a man. It's a male energy, but it could be somebody you know, male or female, with these characteristics. This is that because this is a general reading, okay? So this king is sensitive, intuitive, a good listener. He could be a counselor, very loving, loves physical affection, really loves physical affection, and pretty happy sort of person. Loves to put smiles on everyone's face, really cares about what happens to people that he loves and that are close to him. Very talented, in a more subdued way, doesn't really display his talents. And he likes to make sure he likes to see everyone that feeling safe, secure, and welcomed. So this card, it's asking you to let go of your defenses, because you are feeling a little bit defensive here, and here you're having to defend your character, which makes sense, but that takes a lot of energy. But you might be holding on a bit too tight here, and really not sharing. So you kind of need to let those walls down and make yourself more accessible. I think that's what that means. And these are connected. Obviously, they're right next to you. It's saying to be a little bit more understanding, less judgmental, more impartial, and be ready to commune with people emotionally, heart to heart, soul to soul, that sort of thing. And that's what this card is saying. Beautiful, beautiful. Really nice. That is a beautiful reading, and that is at your center. And it is crowning, the King of Swords is crowning your King of Cups. So this energy could be you right here. You're feeling this way because you're having to defend. I think that's you. And then here's at your center, this energy, these people that might be in your life who could help you. And then you have the Five of Cups and the Two of Cups. You have a lot of cups. You have 3 cups. The King of Cups, Five of Cups, the Two of Cups. These 2 cards are really positive. This one's a little, I don't want to say negative. It's just something that needs attention. These 3 cards, I think, are the wheel of your reading. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's the really important stuff. And you, the Five of Cups, is a reminder of where we are now and where we want to be. And since you do have to make the decisions and change is inevitable, there it is. It's coming out in this card also, the Five of Cups. Something really, really intense for you happened, and it's making you feel this way. And you're feeling down and negative, obviously, with this card. Okay. So, what happened is in the past. It's easier said than done, I know. And the tarot is just reminding us that that is so. And it's encouraging you to move on and to look forward because the what has fallen, and it's broken, it's gone. Whatever that thing might have been, this is a general reading. You might want to give yourself a break. Give yourself a break. And because maybe it feels like things are intense, but maybe they're not that intense because you do have the Ten of Pentacles, the Two Kings, and then your readings, and you have this wonderful night, and then your readings coming out with the Two of Cups. And this is balance, time to relax, be content with what you have. It's also union, sharing, and loyalty. Love with the things that you're doing, your projects maybe that you're working on. There's a love for that. Strong bonds with people who you might be in contact with in relation to whatever projects you might be working on or your job, co-workers. Okay. It could also indicate that perhaps you're meeting someone, a special someone in those environments. Nice card. But it is time to relax, and that maybe by the end of the month you will be feeling comfortable with yourself again. Because right now here, these things are not making you very comfortable. But you do need to make some changes. And when that happens, this is, you're going to start feeling a little bit better. But you are going through a major change, my dear Sagittarius. This is a general reading. I don't know what that change might be. Okay. So anyway, I hope you have a great month of June. Next to friends and family, people you love, doing really cool stuff like going out on picnics on beautiful Sunday afternoons, hanging out by a creek or a river, and sitting under a tree and enjoying nature, and with lots of peace in your life with the people that are around you and in your communities. And I look forward to seeing you guys in July. And thanks for visiting. Bye.